Hey guys, in this video, I will be going over 25 different tips and tricks that should help you get better at Battlefront 2 with heroes. Keep in mind, these tips are more geared for beginners, but they can still help anyone out. Make sure to like this video if you enjoy it and subscribe for more of this content. I post multiple videos a week going over mainly Battlefront 2 stuff. This includes tips, discussions, and gameplay. But now, getting into the video. 1. Activate your abilities at the right time. Abilities are really good in Battlefront 2. Most of them help you out a ton, so make sure that you don't waste them when you know your opponents are out of range or blocking. When you don't have your abilities, you are a lot weaker, so make sure you hit your opponents at the right time. This also goes for abilities that influence you and not directly your abilities. If you use them too early, then you will have less time to actually use your ability, and if you use it too late, then you will have wasted some of its use. Wait for your enemies to lose their stamina. You always have less attacking stamina than blocking stamina, so it often ends up that when you are blocking and your opponent is attacking, that your enemy ends up running out of stamina. If you're in a duel, then wait for them to do this and then capitalize on it. You can get in some easy lightsaber swings and blaster shots, and it's the perfect time to use your abilities. Watch your health regen. A very important thing is to always watch your health regen and how much health regeneration you have left. If you get too aggressive when you start to lose health, then you will lose a lot more health. And so if you've taken a bit of health, be wary about what you are going to do next, or else you could end up dead in a second. Kylo's frenzy can go through block. If you are playing Kylo, his frenzy is a good way to do a lot of damage to any blaster and a hero that's not blocking. But you can also deal damage through blocks on the third strike, so it's a great way to finish someone off or at least delay some regen. If you're on the opposing side, try to time your dodge at the right time so you can avoid the third hit. Phasma's third strike knocks people down. Speaking of things with 3 hits, the third strike of Phasma's staff can knock people down. This allows her to get in easy shots and a lot of damage, so don't be afraid to use this ability against sabers and to sneak up on blasters. Yoda's presence gets him out of force abilities. To continue on the ability tips, if you activate Yoda's presence ability when he is being stunned or in a force ability, then he will be immediately let go. This makes it really hard for someone to follow up with easy hits after they've gotten you with your abilities. Phasma can pick up her droid. Another simple thing that can be really useful is that you can pick up Phasma's droid by holding square on PlayStation, X on Xbox, or G on a keyboard. You can simply pick up the droid and move it somewhere else so you don't have to pick a spot to put the droid and stick with it. Never try to take out multiple enemies with just your lightsaber. You need to use all your abilities. When you come up onto a group of enemies by yourself, either heroes or infantry, never try to take them all out by just using your lightsaber or blaster. Use your abilities to take them all out easier. It's also a lot safer than when you just spam your lightsaber because you are very exposed when you do that and you are guaranteed to lose a lot of health. Try to use abilities in combos. In order to maximize your damage with your abilities, try to use them all together in combos. You can combine force abilities with other abilities and then use your regular strikes. When you use combos with characters like Vader and Anakin, you will do tons of damage. Abilities can be avoided by dodging. A really good way to get out of abilities with blasters and lightsabers is to be dodging. When you time dodges at the right time, you will get out of abilities easily and no harm will be done to you. So as a blaster, try to figure out when others will use their abilities and look for an animation since there usually is a small animation before the abilities are used. Heroes don't block force abilities from the back. A good time to use your abilities is when your enemy's back is turned because force abilities can't be blocked from the back. So if your opponent isn't looking, you can use your abilities and you can also dodge behind your enemies and use your abilities. When playing blasters against sabers, try to keep your distance. Playing a blaster against a lightsaber can be difficult, but it helps if you keep your distance against the lightsaber as it makes it hard for your enemy to be within striking distance. When playing sabers against blasters, keep your block up and wait for them to roll. Sometimes a blaster hero can be a bit slippery, but it helps if you mainly just keep up your block and wait for your enemy to roll. Once they roll, you can attack them right as they stand up and there is nothing they can do about it. Maul and Vader's lightsaber throws can go through block. When you play as Vader or Maul, an easy way to get in a hit on a blocking enemy with their lightsaber throw is to hit an enemy on the way back. If your aim is right at your opponent and you keep them right in the line of you and your lightsaber, the lightsaber will hit them on the way back. Leia and Aiden's secondary fire can go through blocks. Most people know this, but one nice thing about Aiden and Leia is their secondary fire can go through blocks. So if, once again, your opponent won't stop blocking, then this is an easy way to deal with them. Each hero has a different amount of stamina, so you need to change your playstyle depending on the hero. For someone like Obi-Wan, you can have a lot of stamina, so your playstyle is more centered around basic blocking and attacking. With Grievous, you have very little stamina, so your whole playstyle is around him using his abilities and dodging around. So know the stamina of each character so you know how to play each hero. You can travel a bit faster using dodges. This one is pretty simple, but you can travel a bit faster with your lightsaber hero when you dodge. This is just good for getting around to an area quickly, and it can also help you escape an area quicker. You can be hit by blasters when you dodge. You have to be careful though with dodges because your block will go down for a second when you dodge. An enemy can't hit you much, plus usually there is some damage reduction, but it is really surprising how many times I've killed someone that is low on health because they dodge. I've also died from this before, but bottom line, when you're really low on health, don't dodge while you're trying to block. You get health on kill. Something that the game doesn't tell you is that you get health on kill with heroes. This means every time you kill someone, your max amount of health regen will go up. This is 100 health for killing a hero and 20 health for killing infantry. This is just good information for how to get health back. Darth Vader's Focused Rage and Rey's Insight grant double the stamina. Another quick thing the game doesn't tell you is that Vader's Focused Rage and Rey's Insight will double your stamina, which will help you out a ton. So especially with Rey's Insight, this is a great reason to activate this ability in a duel when you wouldn't think you would need this ability. Obi-Wan's dash blocks against regular attacks but does not defend against most abilities. You have to be careful with Obi-Wan's dash because it doesn't block against abilities. It does block against blasters and lightsabers, but against force abilities it won't block anything. Another tip in Obi-Wan and Rey's dash is for in order to get an easy hit on someone is to try to come in close to your enemy and run in through the side. If you get it at the right angle, you can pretty much always hit someone. Try not to zoom in with the blaster hero up close as that makes it hard for you to avoid lightsaber hits. When you are up close to someone with the blaster hero, especially against other heroes, try not to zoom in as that makes it really hard for you to move around and your enemy will be able to get in shots and lightsaber swings on you easier. You can parry Luke, Maul, and Yoda's dashes. An easy way to get a hit on these guys is to parry their dashes. If you wait until right after they make contact with their dash, you can easily get in a hit. Although Yoda's dash you cannot block, so you cannot avoid taking damage. Do short jump swings to close the distance. A short jump swing can be a great way to close the distance on an enemy. You go far in a short amount of time and your enemy can't hit you while you're jumping at them without being hit themselves. But that's all 25 tips and tricks I have for heroes today. Hopefully these tips help. I definitely think they can help anyone, but the video is over. So see you guys next time. Bye.